Oh, yeah. It's time to talk. You want to talk to me? I want to talk to you.
So we're still here, guys. We're still live after Michael professed his love to one of the Twitter joints whose name I won't mention here. That was a fun that was a fun why is my Wi-Fi so weak?
Oh, yeah.
My Wi-Fi is mad weak. I don't know. I'm tired as hell, man. I went swimming again. Went to the gym yesterday. Went swimming right after that. Took the kids out again to go swimming. That stuff wear you out, dog. That shit is like fucking be worn out after that shit. John Blaze, what it do? Jay Flint, real talk. Ow. I seen a press conference for Crawford and Canelo, the second one. That one was in New York. Got them boys on a tight schedule from Saudi Arabia to New York in 24 hours. And you starting to get the big fight feel. As you see them more and more with them, and people's opinions, people are becoming more vocal with their opinions and their predictions, you starting to get it. Like, yeah, this is going to be big, man. On Netflix. You know what I mean? It's going to be available to a lot of people. That's how boxing should be, man. All sports. They got to be available to the common man because the common man is the one who consumes them the most. For the common man working a 9 to 5 that he probably doesn't like, watching sports and those moments of enjoyment are an escape from the day-to-day grind, the day-to-day hassle. That's why that's why sports are best and biggest when they are accessible to as many people as possible. And in the last, I'd say 25 years of boxing, they tried to turn that shit into a luxury item. That shit won't work. You got to make it available to everybody. Country, how that stomach feeling, bro? I hope you got that diarrhea out. Who do you have winning Bud versus Canelo? I don't know yet. I may not have a prediction for that fight until fight week. I might have to play that one by ear and see what I'm seeing and to feel it out. I'm excited. That's all I could tell you. I'm excited. But I kind of answered that one. That look, if you're looking for an answer, you want an answer right now. Well, the logical choice would be Canelo just based on statistics. But because boxing is sometimes unpredictable, there's an argument for Crawford to win, Team Batman, what it do? Luis Puente, what it do? LDBC's most wanted. De lo mío, ya tú sabes, niño. What up? Have you seen Boxing Gyms, Canelo? No, I haven't. I'm probably going to watch that tomorrow while I get ready for the gym. Have it playing. Shout out to Boxing Gyms, man. He break down them fights. He break them down, he do. It's just that there's some things you're not going to know until the night of the fight, so it's very hard. For me, I'm a very logical person, you know what I'm saying? And for me, it's very difficult to take a hardline stance on Crawford because, well, you ain't ever fought at 168. You haven't fought in a year. You're 37 going on 38 years old. We don't know if your power going to carry. We don't know if you're going to have any power at 168. There's a lot of things about Crawford's side that we literally don't know. And I'm not an emotional kind of person. I don't take it on faith. Nah, I don't. You're not a bankable fighter at that weight. You could be bankable at 47 and maybe at 54, but you didn't even spend a lot of time there. I see people saying things like Bud gonna knock him out, and I'm like, that's a little hard to believe, bro. Like, anything is possible, of course. I'm not gonna get into an argument about it, but it is a little bit hard to believe, yeah, because Canelo done fought bigger dudes than Terrence Crawford. He fought bigger punches than Terrence Crawford. They didn't even knock him down, much less knock him out. So it's hard for me to believe that, like, yeah, because you saying so, Bud gonna knock him out. I gotta see it, And Bud said it himself when he sat down with Coach Malachi. Shout out to the coach doing his thing. He got some great interviews. For those that ain't seen him, hit up the coach channel, bro, the Instagram and the YouTube. He sat down with Bud, and Bud told him, well, all that shit that people wondering about, that's why you watch. That's what I say. Like, yeah, there's a lot of things we don't know, and that's what you tune in for, to find out. And that's why I like this fight, because to me, it's not cut and dry. It's not cut and dry that either man beats either man, and those are the best kind of fights. Clavo. You already know. I think and expect Canelo to win. Never actually seen Crawford in there with anyone the quality of a Canelo. That's without the weight. I would like to get some different voices on here tonight that maybe want to give their opinions on that fight because we usually got the same guys up here all the time. And I think most of the chat, and most of the people on the channel, they know how Country feels, they know how Leo feels, so on and so forth. If we could get a couple of different guys up here, maybe they got an opinion we haven't heard yet. I'm gonna post the link in the chat and y'all can tell me what y'all think, you know? And it's not even debating. It's not debating or arguing. It's just different people sharing their ideas, however different they may be. Ray Big, what it do? You big time, yo. You already know. Real Talk and Clavo about to go out on a date. They make a cute couple, those guys. I wish them all the best. You know what I'm saying? Hey, man, I told you start going earlier. Shut your ass up. You Canadian. Country, how's that gut, man? Feeling good?
I'm 1,000 times better now, dude. I was fucked up pretty bad.
What'd you eat, bro?
I don't know. It was. I went to
It was butt.
places and ate, and all I know is I'm trying to figure out which one it was. But man, I was out of.
It was butt. He ate butt.
You might have to avoid both them shits, bro. That's what I would do. Like, if I don't know where it came from, I guess I ain't going to either of y'all motherfuckers because it came from somewhere.
The one place I tried was a new place, so I'm thinking they might most likely might be the likely candidate.
What kind of food they serve?
Pizza and other stuff, and then the other place is a taqueria down the street that I eat at quite frequently. I've never gotten sick from them.
Well, then you answered your own fucking question. If you in that taqueria all the time and nothing happens, then you already know. Clavo.
Hey, my man Clavo.
What up, Clavo?
Yo, what's up,
Clavo in the body, yo.
Clavo, because I never asked Clavo about the shit. Clavo, Canelo Crawford, you saw the press conference. What'd you take away from it?
Bro, there's quite a few things I took away from it. One thing is first. When is the last time we seen Crawford sizing up anyone? Even when Jose Benavidez shoved him, Crawford's always calm. Siempre está calmado, bro. So I feel like this is Turkey, man. Like, hey, I'm gonna need you to do this. Hey, Canelo shove him. Hey, we had that last supper together. They're selling the fight, and I think it's working.
Yeah, I mean, I saw one other person that said that the whole shoving thing looked a little bit staged. I saw somebody say that. I don't necessarily agree with that. Because the shit is that these two guys, they was respecting each other at first because they know what kind of people they are. They know what kind of fighters they are. But it's kind of what I thought. They're like, yeah, as y'all fighting becomes more realistic, the claw is gonna come out. Like, yeah, I respect you, bud, but I gotta fuck you up. And Bud is like, yo, I respect Canelo. He a big dog, but I gotta fuck you up, And as the fight date approaches and shit is getting more real, I don't know. I just feel like I'm seeing what I thought. They're like, yeah, they gonna respect each other.
For you, bro.
Ignacio, you gotta do something. You gotta do something about that fucking mic, bro. Come
Ooh,
on.
yeah, that mic.
Real talk. Go ahead, real talk. Real talk.
No, so honestly, Wade, I mean, the way I interpreted it was, because we just saw the first press conference, and they were kind of coming at him a little sideways that, oh, well, y'all are having dinner and whatnot. Y'all are too respectful towards each other. So I feel like Turkey for real life set them aside. Like, hey, look, we got to turn the heat up a little bit. We gotta do a little bit of theatrics for this one to drum up interest and shit. So I'm not saying that it's
I don't rule it out, real
it's not
talk.
Real.
I don't rule it out, real talk.
I don't think it's staged, but I do think that Turkey's telling them hey, let's get this show on the roll,
Yeah, I don't rule that out. That's to me, that's just as likely. But it's just that I guess the way I look at it, they respected each other before they got to this point. It's awkward for them to now say, yo, I gotta fuck up Bud. Remember, Canelo said he was a fan of Bud. Remember, Canelo said that he picked Bud to beat Spence.
Yes.
It's not like
it's because there's no actual bbad blood. There's no animosity towards each other. It's still professional. It's still business.
I mean, and you got previous videos a couple of years. Crawford saying, "No, I will never fight Canelo. Man, that's too much weight." And Canelo said the same thing. I will never get no credit. So, bro, when you go from being in the ring for the first time and Canelo's talking about, well, here we go. You know what I'm saying? Just stare off, and now y'all in each other's faces. I mean, yeah, man, I feel it. The respect at first to now the animosity, yeah, it kind of does make a like a staged feel around here, man. I don't know what y'all
And
think.
Crawford's right. Canelo do got a big ass head.
You got a big ass head. Michael, you got to stop being a fucking Eeyore, bro. I'm tired of your Canadian
He
ass.
said Eeyore.
What the fuck?
This motherfucker is always like, yo, dog, he's like a Debbie Downer. Like, that motherfucker don't never be happy or excited about nothing. Every time he pop up, it's some negative shit. Man, that shit fake. Man, he
could have just got some pussy and still be complaining.
Then go fucking jerk off and stop fucking talking about it then, Michael. Shit.
That's the Gooner Meister Gooner.
Fucking Gooner Master, yo. Like, go goon then, Michael. Shit. He come.
What the fuck?
What?
Man, go take a shit, bro.
He gonna complain. He gonna complain.
You
that shit fake, yo. That shit fake, yo.
Go get a Blumpkin, bro.
It's regular boxing promotion. That's not new. Like that just is what it is, bro.
You just came
Yo,
to
bro,
doodle.
Well, come on.
You gonna doodle all
This is not a casual channel. We know what goes on in the sport, bro. You guys know what it is.
Coming from the man,
because we all know Michael's the life
regular
of the party.
boxing, bro.
But coming from the man who would only eat ass if it was World War III. I mean, come on.
Yo, he said
World War
y'all
III
ain't even catch what he said. He said he would eat the joint ass yesterday, dog. The joint
Because it was World War III.
The evil joint though. As soon as
I said that about Ruby Rose, not her.
Right, no, you right. My fault. You right. You did say that. Ruby Rose, he did say that. You right. And I seen Ruby. I did see Ruby. I completely agree with you. I agree.
You see?
And Shazia. Yeah, like Shazia is fucking ridiculous, bro. That's fucking nuts. But that was cool, and that was cool. And I'm enjoying it though, like because people getting more volatile with the shit. I'm actually avoiding talking about the fight on Twitter because I don't want anybody bothering me. Like I said, I like the fight, and I don't know, like I might sit it out. Like I don't really feel like picking nobody. I just want to
man, come on, Jules. I like it when they bother you, bro.
It's not that. It's annoying, dog. Like it's too many motherfuckers argue. Like, bro, listen, I'm a fan of Bud and I'm a fan of Canelo. I don't want either of them to lose, to be real with you. But if you gonna look, I made a post earlier, right? And this motherfuckers all arguing up and down that shit. Motherfuckers I don't even talk to, like, dog, you just thirst now, you know what I mean? Like you just looking for somebody to argue with. I don't care about any of that shit, dog. I just want to see them fight. You know what I mean? I don't care about any of that shit. You know? So I don't know. I'm enjoying it. I hope it gets more volatile. I hope they get more disrespectful towards each other because it seems like Crawford has taken that initiative to be the talkative one, even though he don't really talk like that. But he did a lot of the talking at the press conference. Dana White up there, he loving that shit. Does it feel like he's abandoning UFC for boxing?
Yes, absolutely, yes.
Because it looked like that, and I don't know UFC.
He looks
like
happy,
y'all,
bro. Tell me he don't look happier.
I don't know UFC like y'all do, but does it feel like Dana moving off of that?
He hasn't even been showing up to work basically for the past like 4 or 5 months over there at UFC. Wow. Meaning he's not showing up to post-fight conferences anymore. He's not showing up to the big cards, nothing, bro. And the fact that they announced John Jones's retirement in like 9 minutes into a fucking a half-ass fucking post-fight conference is it's sad and it's pathetic. And you see how much happier and how much more excited he is up there on the stage.
Exactly.
And how much of a cuck he's acting like, just sucking up to boxing in Turkey now. It's like, wow, dude,
but you know what the other thing is? I think Dana kind of got a bad rap when it came to the the boxing versus MMA shit, because I don't know him as well as you guys do. You know what I mean? That y'all follow MMA more than I do. But I always got the impression he was always a boxing fan.
No, I mean, he's a fight fan, like he likes fights too, but it's like he's a rival company as well, so he always had to have that stick up his ass about a rival company, a rival fighting company.
Well,
yeah, Jules, when they were on top, he was talking about crushing boxing. So for him now to be involved, he looks like a fucking hypocrite.
It was like the peak of Conor, basically, was whenever he was doing all that fly shit talking about boxing. But it's like, now look at you, bro. You look fucking pathetic. All that shit you were talking, and now you're...
Yeah, and he seems to have more. He seems to have more going on. He seems to have more going on in terms of boxing than UFC, because I guess with John retiring, they don't really have a star. Like, what are the odds that Tom Aspinall could be a star for them?
It's actually pretty high, bro, because just boxing, the UK fan base, they show up and show out, bro. Like, you gotta realize they fucking had a petition with 200K signatures just for them to strip John, bro. So it's like these people, they want to see Tom as the champion, and the way it's looking, he could actually have a few defenses. The longest reigning defense is only like 3 title wins, so I think he could get that shit.
Shout out to Just the Guy Gaming. I went to the Top Golf with the homies yesterday, and I wore my Canelo versus Charlo shirt. Had some random golfer come up to me and ask who I got for Canelo versus Crawford.
Yep.
Yeah, this is gonna be a big fight.
They got people talking.
Shut the fuck up! I'm in the middle of a fucking
Oh, you shut the fuck up, motherfucker! All I said was they got people talking.
All right. We got E-Nudes. We got a new face. E-Nudes.
That sounds
Crawford
interesting.
Canelo. Yeah, it's good shit. What do you think about Crawford Canelo?
Salud, guys. Thank you for letting me in. Well, it's not a fight I'm interested in watching because it's a junior middleweight against a super middleweight. So there is a big difference. I think it's going to be similar to Canelo Charlo.
You think he's going to run?
No, not really like running, but there's going to be a size and weight advantage in favor of Canelo. And, you know, I think Crawford, he's very skilled and stuff, but he's going to feel that weight and that physicality from Canelo at some point.
Okay, so let's go to a different fight, because if you're not interested in that one, Puello Matias, what's going to happen in that fight?
I love that fight, man. That's a good fight. I'm going for Puello.
Puello.
Yeah.
Está bien. El puertorriqueño Berlanga.
On his left hand.
Sí, pero él necesita un barbero nuevo, porque ese recorte es un fracaso. Like, bro, you Dominican, bro. We don't be running around like that with a fucking just a baldy, bro. The same number all around. You're not even going to line it up or nothing, bro. Come on, bro.
Type shit.
Puerto Rico versus Pakistan. Berlanga versus Shiraz. ¿Cómo lo ves?
I think. Well, I don't really like Berlanga. I think he's a really bad fighter, but I think he has that physical advantage over this guy Shiraz. He hasn't really had like great opposition in 160, right? And I think he's been like fighting some kind of tune-up fights, and we saw him having some difficulties against Bronco Adames. So I don't really think he's ready for 168 yet. And Berlanga, he's a bad fighter, but he's very strong. You saw that fight with Canelo. He was
de verdad, yo no creo que el puertorriqueño es fuerte. The only people that he beat son muertos. He only fought, like, who did he beat that tells us, yeah, ese tipo tiene pegada. He hits hard. Who?
Marcelo Cuellos.
Yo, Billy Joe knocked that dude out, bro. You understand that? Billy got tough in like, yo, and Billy is a middleweight that moved up. Berlanga didn't knock him out. He didn't knock him out. I don't know if Edgar's power. I like Edgar. Not only do I think he doesn't have a style, I don't even really know if he hit hard like that. Like, I don't know.
Who the fuck is snorting lines?
Yeah, who doing that? Here comes fucking Mike. Here comes fucking Mike again, popping up 2 times, taking up 2 spots. It's like taking up 2 airline seats, bro. What the fuck? Zepeda Stevenson. What about that one?
Oh, I think it's gonna be like a walk in the park for Stevenson.
You think it's gonna be an easy fight for Stevenson?
Of course it will. And this about the smaller ring, I think it could only affect Zepeda even more, because you will force him to pressure more and faster earlier in the fight, and he's not that skilled. I think he's gonna get a box and he's gonna be it's gonna be like a walk in the park for Stevenson.
Wow. You guys agree with that? Do you think it's gonna a smaller ring?
Al principio no.
No.
Al principio no.
Yeah, just look what happened. With,
They gotta put that
this
shit in a
second
10 by
fight.
10, bro.
Sorry. In the second fight against Tevin Farmer, he was all out, this Zepeda, and he gassed out in the 5th or the 4th. And after that, he had nothing. He was lucky that Tevin Farmer is not in the best shape of his life or his prime, right?
Jason, do you agree with Jason? Do you agree with that? Do you think that the Tevin Farmer fights are an indictment against William Zepeda going into the Stevenson fight? Did he underperform?
I think he underperformed, but I'm not sure that's like indictment's a little too strong a word, because we see guys underperform all the time. Then we go see them in the next fight, and they're back to how we thought they were.
Yep.
So, Leo, what do you think about that contention that, Zepeda didn't look fantastic with Farmer, so how could he then look fantastic with Stevenson? Do you agree with that?
I disagree. I think it was a good performance by Zepeda. Tevin Farmer was just a tough motherfucker that didn't want to go out.
Nah, he took
But
spot.
the Zepeda versus Shakur fight. Look, I understand that Shakur has better feet. I think he's more accurate. He has better punch selection really than Zepeda. But that level of activity, and Zepeda he doesn't care. He doesn't even care if he gets hurt. He's gonna still coming back to you. And
That's the problem.
So
don't you think?
maybe some of the people are thinking about the Oscar Valdez fight, but Oscar Valdez is a boxer puncher. He tries to set up his punches. He tries to be at middle range and then go to close range. That's not the case of Zepeda. Zepeda is gonna try to stay close quarters and throwing punches and bunches. It's gonna be very difficult for him to match that level of activity just with accuracy and precision, because that's what he's going to try to do.
Ray Big Tom thinks that Tevin Farmer is about to beat Kid Austin. How many people agree with that?
I wouldn't rule that out.
Jason?
Yeah, that's a possibility.
Jason?
I wouldn't rule that out either.
Country.
Like, Farmer ain't no bitch.
I definitely think Farmer has a shot.
Yeah, Farmer might knock his eyes straight.
See, I'm not liking this shit. Y'all all saying Farmer. They all saying fucking Farmer. So that the day of, when I fucking ask these guys, when I I got Schofield, but Farmer. They all gonna say the same shit. Schofield,
Julius.
but Farmer.
No, I got Schofield. I got
Wait.
Schofield.
Wait,
No,
wait a minute,
hold on, wait, no, hold on, fuck boy. We're saying that we don't rule out that he could beat him.
That's like putting half your dick in a bitch.
Yeah, you gotta fucking figure out how fucking wide
You
that
have
shit
to
is
put half the
fucking
dick
dug
in
out.
before you put the full dick in, motherfucker.
Yeah, man. What's wrong with you?
So you're saying you just dive balls deep first stroke?
Don't
Yeah,
you
I'm
think
trying to
about
catch
these
something.
matters?
Yeah, you're a piece of shit.
Yeah,
Seriously.
now I'm trying to rip shit up.
He said, I'm gonna
Catch some
stretch
shit.
this
I'm
hoe
trying
out
to be
one pull.
Don't even know how to
trying be
tease a bitch. Just-
in the Health Plus the next day. Shout out to Damone. I used to think it would take too long for Shakur to hurt William before his hands go. After Farmer, it might not take long for Shakur to hurt him. Yeah, I mean, that's one way to look at it. That Farmer did knock his ass down after all. In the first fight he did. But in the second fight, I feel like William really fucked him up, dog. Like in that second fight, he fucked him up, dog. They should have stopped that shit in the middle. I don't know why they let it keep going.
And not only that, Jules, you're talking about two different styles. When has Shakur legitimately ever engaged inside the pocket with a guy who's going to be hitting him back like the way Zepeda is planning on hitting him? He never does that. He always tends to stay outside and then only engages when he knows that he can beat the other guy to the punch. So he never fights on the inside all the way in. He's always mid-range outside.
Designed for the small ring.
Yeah, I didn't hear that because you. Go ahead, Jason.
I see it this way. Tevin Farmer gave Zepeda the chance to fight in the pocket, and he still was missing punches. And I think Stevenson is gonna make him swing and miss even harder, and he's gonna be tired even earlier in the fight.
Undefeated, you agree with that shit?
Yeah, I believe Shakur's gonna show up. But it's gonna be a different fight because Shakur is not. It's not Farmer. Plus his hands are brittle, and that fucking Josh Padley fight, bro. Really? Like, come on, bro.
I mean, he did stop the guy.
Yeah, I'll give him credit. He stayed in the
Bro.
pocket.
I'm a part of electrician too, bro. Like,
And I wasn't bored.
Yeah, he stayed in the pocket, and he technically knocked him out. So I'll give him credit, but it's Josh Padley, bro.
Yeah, I'm not saying we gotta shout from the rooftops, just that he will fight. You know that you'll get a fight out of Shakur before you get one out of Devin. You'll get one out of Shakur. You will.
Padley at an electrician's convention, bro.
Yeah, but then if Shakur ends up taking the same kind of ass whipping, Jules, are we gonna say the same thing about Shakur moving forward?
No, I mean, if he gets his ass beat, if William does him, I mean, it's kind of a good thing so that we could stop this pure boxer bullshit, right? Like,
absolutely.
That wouldn't be
Olympics.
That wouldn't be a bad thing, That's kind of why I'm rooting for Matias against Pacquiao. I'm like, bro, when Matias had a belt, it was exciting. When Matias had a belt, it was exciting. Pacquiao got a belt, nobody fucking cares, bro.
Bro, you hate Dominicans.
I fucking hate Dominicans. Why you doing that?
Sammy Sosa over here.
Just being real, that like, bro, who on earth cares that he has a belt, bro? Who, dog? Besides,
I didn't remember he had a belt.
But I don't know. I really like Cuello. I think he's a great fighter.
I don't even know what you're talking about.
What you mean? Who, bro? Who cares? Bro, who cares? Broadway Joel. He cares.
Yeah, he does care, and in fairness, he does put a lot of product in his hair, like, because he has a lot of fucking hair. Like, you can tell he puts mousse in it, gel. Y'all remember the pink bottle, the lotion? She probably puts that shit in that shit before he go outside.
The Aquanet.
It's a lot of work, bro. Come on now, show some respect. It's a lot of work, bro. So shout out to Broadway.
The motherfuckers say that. I don't even know who. Like it was some fentanyl or some shit. Like,
I slowed down for a split second and I was like, I don't even know what you're talking about, bro.
Oh shit! But I know that I had another look at Katayev, and I don't want to be presumptuous, but that's one of the few fights that I'm settled on. I've seen Katayev, and I think Morell will beat him. I do. I think he'll beat him. Katayev is a pressure guy. Not many more fights than David Morell, but he's short, and that's a problem. And Morell's not a runner. Morell at his base is a boxer puncher. Not that experienced, but still more experienced than Katayev. So I expect Morell to maybe knock him out. Do
you think that he rematches Benavidez in the future?
I mean, there wouldn't be a point. There wouldn't be any money in it, right? And if there's no money, what's the point? There's no money in that fight.
The point is keeping Davis active and safe from
Leo, he's gonna go to fucking cruiser, bro. Ya tú sabes lo que lo hacer. Like, bro, all they waiting is for Dorticos, for the Dorticos fight, which is
I got money
this weekend.
His next fight's at cruiser.
It's not gonna stay there.
He's not gonna stay at like heavyweight, bro.
No, that's true. He did go on the show del Piolín, and he actually said after the Dorticos that they were going to try to get it on.
Yeah, like it's just obvious that, bro, bregando con Callum Smith, and I've been saying this, that while I like that fight, I'm not even rooting against him getting that fight. If you can get the fight, then get the fight. But my thing is, understand, that's not a big fight in America at all, bro. Like, at all. What, Callum Smith is going to sell 300,000 pay-per-view buys? What are we talking about, bro? That's a good undercard fight for a turkey show. That's what that is. But a main event? Nah, homie, you bugging.
I got a hot take, bro.
You talking about Carlin and Benavidez?
Yeah, that's not a main event, bro.
That's not a main event. You don't think it'll? No, but you don't think it'll stay in the UK? A little bit.
If you talking, look, okay, let's just smoke a lot of fucking crack and pretend.
Okay.
You're right. No, you're right.
Let's pretend que David.
You're right.
No, porque you have a point. De verdad, you do have a point. if David didn't have a dick in his ass and he said, "Look, we're gonna do this fight," if he didn't have a dick in his ass,
It's mirages, bro.
I'm trying to take you serious, bro.
No.
It's
Seriously,
mirages, bro.
seriously.
All right, go ahead.
This fight, not just like as a pay-per-view and as a ticket seller in the UK, it would be big. Yes, it would be big in the UK. Like, yeah, David Benavidez is coming out. You could do that at the O2. Callum Smith versus David Benavidez. But he's not gonna do that. Is the shit? They're like, bro, that is true. That dude is not gonna do that.
This is his first time fighting in a freaking crowd like that.
Yeah, like he ain't. You know what I'm saying? I want to stay in Vegas. You know, I work all my life. You know what I'm saying?
No, but the thing is, look,
my life.
I
So
think
fucking gay, bro. That shit was so gay.
You never seen a crowd like that.
Man,
do it again.
Got caught up today. Hold the fuck up. I got caught up today too. I'm over here.
Jules, are you an idiot, my nigga?
In my truck, and all you hear is, and these people walking by, like, I'm like, fuck.
Yo, you know what I'm gonna do now? I haven't stopped doing this, so don't fucking think it's safe. At some point this week, you're gonna be at work and they gonna hear that shit.
I'm trying to I'm like, man, fuck, I gotta watch this shit like I'm watching porn now.
I got all them shit stockpiled like motherfucking nukes. He gonna be talking to somebody.
Some bullshit. I gotta watch this shit like it's porn.
Wait,
now.
is that why your relay's been having random moans?
Yeah, bro. I had to get the orgasm soundboard.
I thought your shit was
This motherfucker said he got him stockpiled like nukes.
The worst part.
Nah, bro. Nah, I was listening to his relays, bro. I've been listening to his relays when I walk, and they go back to back, and I've been like, all of a sudden, like, what the fuck, bro? Like, I thought it was glitching, bro.
Hey, yo, I told you. Look, cause motherfuckers, motherfucker told me, shout out to the cats on the West Coast. They got the barbershop. Motherfucker told me, yo, they play that shit on the screen while they cutting hair. And I was like, you know what?
You ain't shit.
You ain't shit,
bro.
Put some sex sounds in that shit.
Nigga ain't shit, bro.
No, the worst fucking part is
That's how you know this nigga childish for real life, bro.
The worst fucking part is that I try to put on headphones, thinking about Smart and Jules, like, oh, I'll wear headphones. This will work. And then I hear, loud in my fucking ear. Like,
you know, I'm telling you, I'm hoping that somebody brought their son to get a haircut. So I'm hoping somebody brought their son to get a haircut. They watching that shit. Yo, I'm
I thought you was fucking in the background and you actually recorded that shit.
I was like, yo, I'm gonna get this shit from fucking Dawn of the Dead where the bitch like, fuck me harder, Steve. And I'm gonna try to get that shit.
They'll be thinking something's going on in the back room and shit.
Trying to tell you, dude, I'm trying to get people in trouble. But look,
what the fuck is that?
You know the Zerto Ramirez Dorticos fight. I think that's an underrated fight. I think a lot of people have resigned to the position that Zerto will win, and it's not that he can't. Like, yeah, he can win. He should win, but don't sleep. This Cuban dude hit hard than a motherfucker. Like, Zerto, you slip up for one fucking moment, you could end up like a lot of motherfuckers, bro. That's a good fight. You know, I'm gonna buy the pay-per-view just because, well, what the fuck else is on Saturday? There's nothing else on Saturday. So I'm gonna buy that shit. Billy is fighting on Friday. He fighting the Polish guy that looked like he came out of cave. That he don't got
Suzuki.
Suzuki.
He's fighting Pacheco, man.
I wanted to fight Pacheco too, but they couldn't agree on a date or a location. And you know, while we all fuck with Canelo, we got to admit that when it comes to those two fighters, right? When it comes to those two guys, Canelo, you either fight them or give up those belts. That's how I'm feeling. Fight them. See, if you beat Crawford, right? I don't want Eubank. I don't want Eubank. I don't really want Shiraz neither. Shiraz would have a good argument if he did knock out Berlanga. If that happens, that there would be an argument. But really, I would prefer you fight Mobili. I would prefer you fight Pacheco. And in the greater scheme of things, them dudes is due a shot. Pacheco is WBO interim. Mobili is WBC interim. Something gotta give, bro. Like, yeah, at some point you holding shit up. You know what I mean? At some point.
So. But at the same time, in the same breath, isn't he like He's only got like 3 or 4 more fights, anyways.
Yeah, but he got a 4-fight deal with Turkey, right? And the names that they putting out there, I'm being real, I don't really like them names. Eubank? Nah, I'm good. I don't need to see that. The fuck I need with that? And what Shiraz? That's only permissible if Shiraz knocks out Berlanga, but you still can't say that Shiraz would deserve a shot. But from a Billy, you had one fight it this way, homeboy.
But you know what time it is, bro. That's that. I'm trying to help out my boy type shit.
Well, help him out with a fucking get him 40 virgins or something. Not that way. You trying to help your boy, but
damn, man, that's cruel.
That's not cruel. Like shit, I'll take 40 virgins over a Canelo fight.
Nah, I'm talking about it's cruel for the virgins, bro.
And also, you know what?
Bro, why don't we
I'm
get him 40
fucking with
virgins?
you, man.
Get him 40 slutty broads who know what the fuck.
There you go. That's better.
Jake Paul's gonna beat him.
Man. I'm gonna open them up wide, bro. I'm gonna feel bad at the end.
Wait, you said Jake Paul gonna be who?
No, I said if Jake Paul beats Chavez, they're gonna get that Canelo Jake Paul fight.
You think so? You think that?
He already signed one guy.
Oh, he said it's not the moment, right? He did say that right now is not the moment for that.
Yeah, but if you got a 4-fight deal with Turkey not trying to do that.
Oh yeah, he's not
that. Julius,
you don't think you do it after the? Well, I don't know. The 4th fight, maybe.
No. Wait a minute. You do not need Turkey Alashik to make that fucking fight.
No, you're not listening to me. He has a 4-fight deal with Turkey. He has a 4-fight deal.
Yeah,
can't breach it.
You understand? You want the contract for the next 3 fights.
So this is a second.
Hold on.
Unless they collaborate, I guess.
Hold on, shut the fuck up.
Could I finish?
No, wait, no. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. I'll let you finish just 1 second. Would it be a loophole? Would it be a loophole that if it's an exhibition?
Look, I think that Turkey, because Turkey's temperamental too. He's kind of cat. He'll terminate the deal if you do that. Remember how they came into being? He wanted to interrupt that deal. They was talking.
Right,
They was doing all that. So Turkey kind of cat. He might void the deal, whatever. I don't think Canelo would breach it. And it's not just the Canelo side. It's also that Jake said, "Yo, if Javante do his thing, they gonna do that later in the year. They gonna do that."
Bro, I think he's gonna go straight into that fight, bro.
You think Javante gonna skip Lamont?
Yes.
Wow. Y'all agree with that?
Nah.
Where's the promotion?
No.
That's the shit.
That's a good point.
This the shit. Real talk. You need about 8 weeks to promote a fight. At least 8. You need, right? A minimum of 8. Anything
That's
less.
what the fuck I'm saying.
August 16th is really not that far away, gentlemen. Like it's not.
That shit around the corner. That shit like 6 weeks. Like 6 weeks.
July ain't but a week, 4 weeks and a half, right? 4.5 weeks. That's it. So, and they still. Why you ain't signed it yet? Where is the announcement?
Did they announce that shit?
They didn't. They didn't.
Damn.
That would be a very tank thing to do. Let's be
not
honest.
happening, partner. I'm telling you right now. You heard it here first. Real talk boxing.
They don't got the money.
Fucking if he ducked that dude, bro, that's
They don't got the money.
I'm gonna be real. Lamont seems like a good kid, right? But I gotta be real. You ain't suddenly all that to me, homeboy. Any motherfucker need to duck Lamont Roach, just leave Earth, bro.
No, but that is a profile boost for him, and he can capitalize.
Motherfucker, you duck Lamont Roach, bro. Chill, dog. That's crazy.
But see, that's a win for Lamont, and he can parlay that into another fight.
Yeah, I mean, like you know what he would, and he would get a bag, because it just hypothetically speaking, if the Javante Davis fight don't happen, he could go right over there and fuck with Turkey and get a bag. He could get
that Shakur fight. He could get fucking a Frank Martin fight. Something like if Tank wants to go fucking lay on his pussy, that's cool.
Yeah, he has a big pussy. Shout out to Domo. Why ain't that fight signed? That's what I'm saying. That it's been long enough that we should have seen it done. A fight poster, all of that. Like none of that is done. None of that is done. So.
Yeah, like you see all these fucking posters and shit coming out for Crawford and Canelo, like
right?
That shit got my dick hard.
Oh,
Hard,
yo,
bro.
And that fight's all the way in September. They're
and shout
promoting
out
this
to
shit
Turkey,
now.
bro. You know Turkey's a real boxing fan because he brought Lampley back. Now he brought Kellerman back.
Kellerman,
Yo,
bro. You got
I
Kellerman,
do
bro.
fuck with that. I do fuck.
Yeah,
I
he
can't believe
got my
I'm
respect.
excited for Kellerman, but I am.
I mean,
like,
because didn't Kellerman was commentating on basketball, wasn't he?
Yeah, and he
then-
wasn't good
Yeah.
at it. He wasn't.
He wasn't good at
bro,
it, right?
You tell me, you prefer Sergio Mora or Max Kellerman?
Bro,
Like,
what the
Max
fuck you
Kellerman
think I'm
all
gonna
day,
say,
every
dog?
fucking day.
Yo, I don't look. I don't. It's like I don't want to be that guy that piles on, right? But I never heard nobody say, "Yeah, man, I like Sergio commentary." I never heard nobody say
Type
that.
shit.
I never heard
Dude's
nobody say
annoying.
Nah,
Dude's
but Max
annoying. He
Kellerman
literally
knows his shit.
Bro, all
That's
he
like
does is try
somebody
to
saying they
argue with
like Chris Mannix.
Bro,
There you
that's
go.
like that's like somebody saying, "Damn, I can't wait to get that root canal. I can't wait to go." Like, nah, I
know,
never heard
right?
nobody say that.
Hey, Jules.
Man,
Good.
Yeah, Jules, I got a question. What do you think about this deal with Netflix from Turkey? Do you think it is a way to like looking for a better deal with the song, like asking or looking for more favorable terms?
No, la vaina que Netflix, I mean, like, it is what you said in a manner of speaking, that DAZN is still an insulated audience that only catches sports fans because they only show sports. So that off top, that puts a limit on how many people you can reach and the size of the events that you could do. Whereas I said this a long time ago, I'm pretty sure you didn't hear it, that when people started moving away from cable packages, boxing lost the spillover. That, you know, somebody with a cable package, maybe they don't watch boxing all the time, but they can bump into a boxing match. You know, maybe they're showing one on ESPN or something, right? And boxing lost that, I would say, in the last 7 years because it's a lot more compartmentalized now. You know, if DAZN shit is DAZN shit, you're just gonna bump into DAZN shit. Whereas if you think about Netflix, right? That's really 330 million people, I think it's at now, of subscribers, about 330 million or a number like that. So you got a lot of people that if you're doing sports there, whether it's boxing or other shit, you get that spillover that, you know, maybe these aren't hardcore sports fans, these are casual sports fans, and they can bump into what you're showing. For Turkey, that might be more appealing because DAZN only has about, I think, 35 million subscribers, something like that. That's a lot. That's still a lot.
People.
But it's a cap on that. When you look at it, yeah, there's a cap on that, as opposed to 200 plus on Netflix. It's like, yeah, like we can reach so many more people from all around the world if we also work with this brand. Because it's not like fucking with Netflix means you can't fuck with DAZN. You could fuck with them both. You could get a blowjob from them and some pussy from them. You know, so it all works, bro.
Jules,
It works, bro.
I got a question for you, real
Where you
quick.
throw me?
Well, I'm not gonna answer it.
One of the guys in the comments seems to think that Netflix is like the new.
Damn, what?
And he's gonna
Hey,
ask you
man,
shit
will y'all
anyway.
shut the
Ask
fuck up
anyways.
for a minute when I'm talking? God damn it! One of the guys.
Good.
One of the guys in the chat mentioned that Netflix is basically like the new Comcast. Do you think that's true? There's any truth to
Yes, I do think that. I absolutely do think that. But I wouldn't even say Comcast country. I would say that Netflix has reached the level of a terrestrial channel, like an NBC or
Like
a
a Fox?
Fox. Yeah, because bro, over 200 million subscribers. Those
Yeah.
are terrestrial. Those are terrestrial numbers, bro. Forget about at like Showtime. I'm gonna say 8 years ago, right? They had at their best between 30 and 35 million subscribers, between 30 and 35. Netflix has over 200 million, dog. Really? I heard the actual number is 300 million. But you see the difference that, like, yeah, this is way more than a premium cable network and way more than a basic cable network. These are terrestrial numbers, bro. This
That's
is
insane.
Fox.
That's
insane.
Yeah.
So if somebody said, yo, they the new Comcast, I would say, Brody, they the new Fox. They the new Fox. That's a huge number, bro. Here comes undefeated. Undefeated. What's the word in the LGBTQ community? What y'all doing?
It's Prime Month, bro. Hey, speaking, because I was catching up last night to y'all's live. Y'all were doing confessions.
Yeah.
At 154 pounds, I would smash Clarissa Shields, bro. I would eat that chocolate.
Oh,
She
dude.
is
Okay,
thicker.
okay,
Now.
go
She is
away.
thicker.
Go
now.
away.
Yeah,
Thicker.
154.
You know what? Take that shit.
Nah,
No,
I'm gonna be
her
real.
ass
Nah,
is
let me
kind of
be
her
real.
ass is insane. I can't
This
lie
is
to you.
no. I'm gonna be real. This is where men is like different from one another. Her ass got fat and her
That's what I'm
legs
saying.
got big, right? No,
Yeah.
check me out. Her ass got fat and her legs got big, but she's sloppy. That shit don't got no shape. Ain't no that shit is straight water and cottage cheese. That's not ass muscle.
Yeah,
It's-
no,
no, te lo voy a decir de verdad.
From her
Yo
side to her
prefiero,
back.
espera. Yo prefiero. I would. This is from the heart. Like this is from my penis in the shaft. I prefer a shapely small ass.
What does that mean?
Over.
What does that mean, actually? Dead ass.
It
Show
means
us.
a lot. It means a lot to me.
Go ahead, bro. Continue.
Hey, dude.
No.
Go
Okay,
ahead,
check
dog.
it out. Check it out. Check me out. Check me out. Check me out. I would
I'd rather not, but
prefer
go ahead.
Haley Steinfeld over Clarissa. And Haley don't got an ass like that, but she got shape. She in shape. Clarissa, nah, you DMV
Yeah,
flow.
that's easy. That's easy. Of course, you're gonna pick Haley.
Okay.
over.
I would pick Shernika Johnson.
Oof.
That's easy as well. What
Oh.
the fuck?
Yeah, come on. Yeah.
Okay.
Shanika's number
Wait.
one.
Wait.
That's number one
Wait.
for me.
Okay, check me out. Check me out. I would pick Yo Castavalle.
That's too easy, bro.
Oh.
That's too
How
easy,
the fuck is that
Jules.
too easy? Don't like
Your Castavalle is fine as fuck.
She got cake, bro.
Okay.
I got one.
Okay, let's go.
Clarissa
Chris
Shields. Clarissa Shields or Sharita Metcalf.
Clarissa.
Oh, come on, bro. Come on. Oh my god.
That's
Why
fucking
you- that's
disrespectful.
fucked up. That's so
Why you
mean.
gotta be like
That
that?
is
You
actually
gotta
so
be like
mean. That's fucked up.
No, pero what else?
Smash a 42-year-old. Fuck it.
Wait. All right, I got a good one. I have a good one. Y'all remember the Argentinian girl that fought on Pro Box, Nazarena Romero?
Is it the one that knocked out the Rama?
The one who lost to the Mexican girl. She lost.
Yeah.
I would pick her over Clarissa.
Okay.
Pick her. I would pick
Okay.
her. Clarissa's
Not crazy.
sloppy though. It's not attractive, bro. Like I don't like. I feel you that it is big, and them legs is big too. And yeah, cool. But that shit don't got no form, dog. Like that shit just look like.
you know when she did the MMA fight and she had them short shorts.
Yes.
Then it looked really good.
Yes.
That was a couple months ago, no?
Nah, her back. Can I say, look? I don't want to turn y'all off. I want if y'all hot for her, God bless y'all, because somebody need to be, and it's not me. But when I look at her back, it goes straight into her ass. There's no curve. It
There's
goes
no
straight
curve.
into her ass.
Yeah, I see what you mean.
No, Jules,
Yeah,
I'm with
man.
you.
Bro,
When
that
I smack
shit.
a bitch's-
I done told y'all about these asses that look like a book bag full of textbooks. That's what her shit look like.
No,
You
Jules,
could
like
Jules,
it's
I'm with
math
you.
book
on
in
her
there.
booty, man. Come on.
Lord of the
Jules, I'm with
Flies
you.
is
When I
in
spank
there.
a bitch's, when I spank a bitch's ass, I want it to jingle, not sink into her fucking fat folds. Like Jesus
I'm just
Christ.
saying, if you look at her shit, it don't make a C. It does not. It makes her like a P, like kind of like not even like a nice P. Like nah,
Like a question mark?
that shit is a Q. It's not even a question. It's a Q. It's in the shape of a Q.
Can I
Shout out
say
to Domo. I didn't hear no random moans in my. Is my live, bro? You gonna hear them shits tomorrow? Go ahead, Leo.
No, look. A couple of lives ago, I told you guys that there was the same way that Rolly was seen for some of the girls. It's the same way that us see some ugly bitches or not good-looking bitches. And you guys were trashing me. Now that Trump drops a couple of bombs on Iran, you start being honest with yourselves. I am proud of you guys.
What
You
the
should
fuck?
be. You should be. You should be.
You tell him,
Should
Bill.
be.
What the fuck?
Michael is ready to eat ass. He's ready to eat Clarissa's ass and the joint from Twitter.
Whoa,
I'm proud of him. Shout out to Papa Foundry. I agree, Jules. Shape over volume. Professionals have standards.
That's
Yeah,
facts. Shape.
Absolutely.
the shit is like you could get a sloppy bitches wear shit that holds it together. You feel me? Like Clayface. Y'all remember in Batman that Clayface had like a suit that he put on, and then when the suit broke, the shit was everywhere. Like the shit was spilling on the floor. That I'm good. Like I'm good. I'll jerk off tonight.
Well, now I'll never be able to see Clayface again. So thanks for that.
You know what I'm saying? That's her shit look like Clayface. Like I'm good, homie.
Bro, that's classic, bro.
Let Pap handle that shit. You know, he's strong. You know, he been working out. He's a rapper. He be rapping about shit. Let him work on that joint. I'm good. You know what I'm saying? For sure, Nika Johnson.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I don't know what the fuck her problem is. Why she's so goddamn fine. She needs to be stopped.
She's about to fuck up Metcalf.
She is gonna fuck up Metcalf though. Like yeah, I believe that. Like yeah, she's gonna mow her down. Metcalf is 42.
I got Sharita.
You got Sharita for real?
No, you
Yeah,
don't.
Really?
I do. I gotta go with the hometown homie, bro.
Oh, she from Texas.
He's loyal, bro. He is loyal.
Dallas.
Like,
Texas.
Undefeated
Bro.
is loyal. Like low key, he got like morals and shit. Like
He
for
did.
real.
He
Like,
did
is
pick Earl
loyal.
Spence. He did pick Earl Spence.
He
Bro,
did.
He did.
I am the biased brim of Dallas, bro. Unbiased brim.
Yo, I'm glad y'all mentioned him. He sent me in country yesterday. Yo, country, you remember the shit he sent you? Motherfucker sent. Yo, dog. I don't know if he's spamming people. I don't know if he's spamming people with some shit like yo. He wrote like a whole mile-long essay.
It was a paragraph.
You got too much time on your hands, bro.
It was a love letter on how Brian Norman Jr. didn't duck anybody. I was like, what the
Yo,
fuck?
I'm like, yo, you done talked to me already. What the fuck make you think I'm gonna read this shit, dog? What the fuck?
It's AI.
Jules,
It was
AI.
AI.
You didn't read it?
Yeah, Chat GPT write that shit probably.
That
Like,
ass.
Brody, you
No,
really
Jules,
sat
just
there and
respond
wrote
to
that
me.
shit?
Just say like, man, I ain't reading all that shit, but I'm sorry it happened to you, or I'm glad it did. Like, just
No.
just respond to that.
I responded with an emoji. I was laughing like, come on. And it was well early when he sent that shit. I'm like, dog, did you stay up and write this, bro? What the fuck? yo, you
Hey, yo.
bugging, bro.
Hey,
You
honestly,
bugging,
bro. Honestly, the American scene needed Brian Norman like desperately. We need him, bro, because we ain't got nobody exciting but him.
No, I mean,
I'm
like,
saying, man, we needed that fucking Boots fight, man.
We do. We need it.
I
Yeah.
mean, no. Undefeated hit the nail on the head that if Boots is going to 54, right, wouldn't be the worst thing in the world if Brian could get those fights, because Brian does have the potential to be a star. The way that he fight, he carries across well too on the TV. Like he talk, and he's a likable kid. But my problem with it is, Brody, you're not gonna get none of them fights. You think they gonna want to fight you after what you did to that Japanese boy, bro? They not gonna want nothing to do with you, dog.
According to Bill
honestly-
Haney.
Honestly, look, I don't know if Brian Norman is the fight that America need, but some Americans, like Brian, needed Brian Norman, because when Brian gets beat, I'm gonna be worried about him.
Yeah.
He might be on suicide watch. That ass.
He's gonna be on a bridge just trying to end it all and shit.
Dog, that dude is gonna delete all his social media accounts, bro. Like he ain't even gonna be on this shit no more. Like, how you get that hype though, that fast? I don't even understand that. Like, bro, how you?
Nope.
He ain't even done that. Like, I would actually pick Brian to unify this whole division now that Boots is leaving, but because you ducked Boots, and I know the rest of the welterweight is fucking ass, I ain't giving you no credit until you go to 54, bro. I'm sorry. Like,
No,
the welterweight's ass.
My thing is, I try to be fair. If I felt that you made a move that was gonna result in a more exciting division, then I really wouldn't even be against you. But the fact of the matter is, the only guy that gave a fuck about you, y'all ducked him. These motherfuckers is not gonna fight you. Like, I see what y'all did. Y'all thought, yo, we not gonna fight Boots. The fuck we look like fighting him? We gonna wait for him to leave. We gonna wait for him to leave, and then we gonna see if we get these other fights. You not gonna get none of them shits. None of them.
Michael, you said you wouldn't give him no credit, right?
No.
What if we get Brian Norman versus Connor Ben next? I mean, yeah. Come on, bro. You give him credit or
That's
not?
not bad.
Yeah,
that's not bad.
That's not bad. That's probably the best guy. That's probably the number 2 guy at welterweight, actually, when I think about it.
Give me that
That's not
fight.
bad.
Bro.
That's-
Wait. What? Conor Ben is the number 2 guy.
Number 2, if I had to think about it, like Conor Ben versus Mario Barrios, who do you have winning? Exactly.
Conor
Guys,
Ben-
guys,
Yeah,
who-
right now,
yeah, you could say that. You could say that.
Yeah.
You could
Conor
say
Ben versus
Right
fucking
Yeah, Leo. When a 46-year-old Manny Pacquiao is back in the division, that tells you how bad the division is.
I'm trying to tell you.
Exactly.
Conor
That
Ben versus
motherfucker
Devin.
would not
Conor
be
Ben
back
versus
here.
Devin Haney.
He would not be back here if welterweight wasn't ass. He would not be back if welterweight wasn't ass.
Do you
I was
understand
about to
that guy
ask
was?
that question, you know?
No.
Let Leo
This
go.
guys,
Let
wait a
Leo-
minute. I'm gonna pass it to you, Leo. But realistically, there's only like 2 guys that I would give a good chance of beating Conor Ben. 2 guys. Shakram Gayasov, well schooled amateur.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah.
And Suleiman Sissoko. He's a good boxer. You know, he just fought Mean Machine. He got knocked out the ring, but he got back in and won the
They
fight.
robbed Mean Machine. They robbed him.
I mean, like people get robbed every day, Michael. I don't know what the fuck. I don't know why you acting surprised. I'm gonna go get a Malta and I'll be right back.
A Malta?
No. What I'm telling you guys are bugging because you forget that Conor Ben was fighting at middleweight. Do you think he's gonna come back to welterweight?
That is true. He's not coming back to welterweight.
For the money, he would. I think so.
Nah, I don't think so.
What kind of
What money?
shape do you think he's gonna be in at welterweight right now?
Turkey, bro. Turkey.
Even
No,
his
what
last
kind of
couple of
shape?
fights, they
Oh,
all
what kind of
had
shape?
154.
Guys, I got a question about this Pacquiao and Barrios fight. Do you guys think this fight diminishes the value of the division?
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
already
Yes.
it's already at a
the
very
value of
low.
boxing. It hurts boxing, but
Like
whatever.
It's already in bad shape considering that Rolly has a fucking title.
Listen. You know
man.
it's bad. You know
Put
it's
some
bad
respect
when
on Big Rolo's name, man.
yeah. You know it's bad when PBC decides to actually put together a good card to back it up.
Damn.
That's how you know it's bad. Because that card is actually really good. It's probably the best card I've seen them put on in years.
Yeah. The co-main should be the main.
That,
Dude, what if Rolly wins another title?
God, dude.
Then the
he better
apocalypse has
not.
happened, fucking country.
I think
That's why
if
I'm
Rolly,
hoping.
if Rolly wins another title, I think that's when they should release the nukes. Like
He
fuck
won't
it.
even win it. They're gonna elevate him, bro. They're gonna elevate him, which is not fair. Because Gayasov was there first, and they just put Rolly ahead of him because of the Ryan fight. Like that's fucking gay. as
Yeah, but
shit.
they don't give a shit about Gayasov. Gayasov is just
know.
one of them
I know.
fucking Eastern European dudes that has no fan base, no nothing. So
But
they're not gonna
instead
worry
of-
about.
But instead of like, I guess vacant fights are done with in boxing. Because instead of making those 2 guys fight for the vacant belt, they're just gonna elevate Rolly, and then Rolly's gonna have to lose.
Well, yeah, they can't make a vacant fight, Michael, because Rolly has a fucking belt. So that's why they're gonna elevate him. If there was nobody with a belt at WBA, yeah, they probably would say like, okay, someone has to fight Gayasov for the vacant belt.
Whack as fuck. Hate
Yep.
that shit. No, Rolly's gonna be able to call himself a fucking 2 division champion, bro. That's the Chilean guitar.
That's not me.
What do you?
Hey, play Rubicon,
man.
bro.
At least
Play
hey, let's
Rubicon
hear
real
some-
quick for me.
Let's hear some folk music at least or something, man.
Oh shit!
And I don't have a guitar anymore. I have a bass right now.
You got a banjo?
I have a bass, not a guitar.
Hey, that's Jose,
Guys.
man. I know it's Jose.
Guys, and what do you guys think about this TKO boxing now with confirming that they will be in the Canelo fight and this alliance with Netflix? Do you think this is gonna take off? And if it does, what do you expect to see in 2026 from this TKO boxing?
Honestly, they're gonna have to sign a bunch of guys just to get that fucking promotion up and running. But I'll be curious to see who they sign because they're gonna need names to sell on that platform. Like
I feel like
you
they
can't
might
just
have,
sign
like, a
like fucking
solid 2
nobodies.
years.
I foresee them.
You gotta have like
do you think they can
like
build-
the one thing I don't want to see is them. I don't want to see them sign like PBC's leftovers, like the guys that PBC doesn't fuck with anymore. Like Like I don't want to see Erickson Lubin on TKO
Dead
boxing.
ass.
You know, like I don't want to see that shit.
And
So
somehow
it'll
Lubin
be.
is mandatory again. Somehow, some way. That shit's wild.
But he's not ever gonna fight Murtazaliev.
He won't.
He knows he'd get his fucking head kicked in if he did.
He won't. If he does, he's a ballsy guy. I can't lie to you.
I think what should happen is Bob should sell his company. Just like, go ahead, bro. You are like 99 years old. Just
But why? Sell it to who? The Zone?
sell it to Zuffa.
Who the
Sell
fuck
it
is
to
that?
fucking that's what's fucking UFC Dana White's company, bro.
Nah.
Cause I mean, honestly, we need. It sounds fucked up, but we need slave contracts back, bro. Dude's got too much say
Honestly,
so.
I agree.
yeah, but
But
also if other boxers see that shit, they're just not gonna go to over there, right?
but
This is how it
I
goes.
think that when it comes to signing up new guys, I think Dana White and this UFC thing, they have built good careers on some guys that nobody expected, like I don't know, GSP maybe, or who was the other, the clown head guy.
Yeah, but the difference between MMA and boxing, bro, is that in MMA you can get a guy to a title shot in like less than 15 fights. Usually in boxing, the way it works is most guys don't get a title shot until they've had 20 plus fights. So
Yeah,
you
15,
can't just
20.
rush guys out there and then get them a title shot right away.
Okay, I understand your point, but you have to realize that a title on the UFC is not the same that is in boxing, because if I understand that both of those titles are made, they are man-made, but in the case of the UFC, that's a Dana White title. He can do whatever he wants, so that's why he rushes for, to say the least, he rushes the rankings. You cannot do that shit on boxing because, in theory, the rankings of the WBA, the WBC, all these sanctioning bodies are independent of what the promoters are doing.
Yeah, but they
Yeah,
cavort
exactly.
they cavort with the promoters though. You know what I mean? Like, look at it this way: Rolly is set to be elevated, right, to WBA champion after one fight ahead of Gaiasov, who's been the
I got a question.
mandatory for like a year.
All right, so I got a question for you. Does him being elevated, does he get more pussy?
No.
Nah, he gets
Or-
more pussy. He
Or
gets
does it
more.
plateau? He
He's
gets
gonna
more?
wear it. No, he's gonna wear it while he's in the pussy. He might hide it in there, the title, so nobody can take it from him. He might hide it in there. For sake, you know how squirrels put peanuts in their cheeks? You know, like chipmunks and shit like that. They'll put corn in there
You
and
you gotta lay the title on her back while you hit it from the back, bro.
and nut on it. Nut on the W.
All right,
Imagine
I
if
have
you
a-
put
I have
that
a
on.
serious question.
No, for real. Imagine if you put that on Insta with cum on it. Like, look,
Hey,
yo, bro, look what I
Oh,
did.
God.
Look what I
No,
did.
no, you're getting
I
suspended.
would do that.
Bro. You're getting
No,
suspended.
I would do that. I would do that. Like, look, Gilberto, look what I did. Look at my finger painting.
Look at my finger painting.
Oh my God.
Look, Gilberto.
Look what I
You
did.
ain't shit, bro.
Hey,
Alright,
Jules.
hang on.
Hey, Jules, you be drinking Malta?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's an acquired taste, but I like that myself too.
Yeah, I've been drinking this shit since I was a fucking kid, man. I want
Yeah,
Malta India. I want the 8-ounce bottle though. I don't like these little shits. I need to drink
I
like
hate the
3 of
little
these
ones,
shits.
bro.
My daughter
I hate
actually
the
likes that too. I got her hooked on it, man. That stuff is good, man. It really is.
Good,
It's
man.
incredibly bad for you, but it fucking tastes good, bro. It really is.
Well, it depends. If you got an active lifestyle, you know. If
Yeah,
you
but
work
the malt itself is just bad for you.
Is it?
well, what
Yeah.
did you fucking conduct a study on it, dog? You read a research paper about what malt?
It's just Google.
Yeah,
Everything's
beat his
on
ass,
Google, bro.
Jules.
Everything's on Google, bro.
Fucking Google.
Who has a
'Cause Google-
guitar, man? That's Jose,
fucking
isn't it?
Leo, dog. He's trying to
Yeah,
be join
it is.
Metallica, bro.
It is Chilean.
Exit light. So
That's not me.
that's Don. That's Don. He trying to fucking do like a carpe diem. ass shape or ass size? What is more important?
Shape.
Oh, shape all day, bro. Shape.
Everybody agrees that it's shape more than size. Everybody agrees on that.
However,
Totally shape.
confessions though.
Way more
I
shape.
love a big bitch because in the dark it all feels like ass.
No, I can't.
Dude, nah.
I
Yo.
can't lie. Like,
Yo,
that goes
last-
back to the Clarissa shit we was talking about. They're like, yo, dog, you get hot them spandex, it's gonna be fucking all over the place, dog. Like
natural
fucking
ass too.
like an omelet or something.
Listen,
Like,
I'll also put y'all on. You know when bitches be going to the gym to build up their ass? Yeah, it'll work or whatever, but those asses are hard as fuck. It's not like
because it's muscle, bro. It's muscle.
Whoa.
It's muscle. Like it's just not the same. As
Yeah,
the natural fat ass.
because in fairness, a big ass is a combination of the fat with the muscle, not just the muscle. The muscle too fucking hard, dog. It's like fucking a bitch with a couch cushion back there. Like, what the fuck?
Dead ass.
But it looked good though. It looked good.
It's only for look.
Like you done fucking and you're all bruised up and shit. Like damn.
Basically,
like I did
that's
core
what I was
work.
going to say. Like, you gonna have
you did
bruises
core
when you're
work
in
and
and out.
shit.
Like, damn, beat the fuck was I fucking? You know what I'm saying?
She was fucking you back.
You were fucking a brick wall.
Yeah, shape is more important because there are skinny girls that don't have shape and they look really bad.
Yeah, they look bad.
Yo Castavalle for 112 pounds, she got cake, bro.
I don't even understand how the fuck she has cake at 102 pounds, dog. Like, that's
Oh,
fucking
shit.
nuts,
Natural,
dog.
that's
Yeah, that's nuts. I mean, that's
100.
nuts.
And she got ass.
I
Like,
tell
she
you,
got
if she wasn't in boxing shape, it'd be like 3 times the size of that, bro.
Yeah, it's because of making the weight that it doesn't
Yeah.
get bigger. You know what I mean? And her sister.
Sister's bad as shit. You can get it. Yo, what any other boxing going on next week? What's going? Oh, Mobility's
It's
back. That's what
Mobili and Sulietsky on Friday. It's Mobili Sulietsky on Friday, and it's the Jake Paul show on Saturday. I'm gonna watch both. I'm gonna buy Jake Paul shit just because June is dry, bro. Not a lot happened this month.
Do you think he's gonna do better than Pacheco?
Who, Mobili?
Yeah.
Look at who he's fighting, bro. Like, Sulietsky is like, nah.
Yeah, they need to
shouldn't
get
have-
Mobili somebody, bro.
No, but I'm asking you, do you think he's gonna do better than Pacheco? But because Pacheco knocked him out, it's the same Sulieski.
Yeah, it's the same Sulietsky. I imagine that he's gonna knock him out, but it's gonna be sloppier and he's gonna get hit more. That's what I imagine. Because you know how he fights. He throws caution to the wind. He gonna do the same way that he fought fucking Derevyanchenko. Same way he gonna fight Sulietsky.
Okay.
Have you noticed that he closes his eyes when he's punching?
It's fucking mad, bro.
Was Mobili Pacheco? That was ordered, right?
Yes, that was ordered by
He
the
didn't go through
WBC.
So
He didn't,
isn't
but
that a
he
duck?
was already. You could say that, but look at what they was beefing over. Mobili wanted it in Canada. Pacheco wanted
Why?
it in Cali.
Why? It would sell out more in Cali, wouldn't it?
I'm saying,
definitely would.
yeah, but Mobili's team wanted it in Canada. I think it was that they wanted it in Canada in June, and I think Pacheco wanted it in Cali in July. And the shit was that, yo, they was already talking to McCumbee before it even came to that. He was already WBO interim before it even came to that. That's why I don't really look at it like, do I think Diego's scared of this guy? You could call it a duck because McCumbee's not a better opponent than Mobili. He's
But
not.
you're fighting
So-
McCumbee off a loss, though. He lost to Cal. He had
Yeah,
to come
that's what
back.
I'm saying. That you could call it a duck categorically. All the elements are there. But I don't really think Diego's scared of that dude. And I would pick Diego to beat Mobili. I would. Think he'd knock him out. But you know, if you want to call it a duck, you could. You could. You could.
Jules,
Jules,
do you
I
think
question
that there
real
could
quick.
be a doping issue in Billy only wanting to fight in Canada?
I think I have an issue with the guitar that's in the background. Now, I would say yes, because the thing is that he didn't want to go to France. It's kind of flying under the radar that before it became about Pacheco, he got ordered to fight Kevin Lele Saggio. Yeah, I ain't want to go to France. So it's who is that?
God damn, bro.
Oh no, man.
Right in the fucking mic.
For real, you ruining
I'm
the
muted.
fucking live.
That's not me.
What?
I would say that he does have a problem with wanting everything to be in Canada, because that's 2 fights that fell through. You wanted Sajo, you didn't want to fight Sajo. You didn't want to come to America for Pacheco. It's like, yo, what the fuck, bro?
That
Is
shit's
that
Now,
you talking about in Billy?
yeah,
Is he
yeah.
is he a ticket? Is he even a ticket seller like that?
You gotta ask Michael. I don't fucking know. I don't give a
Hey,
fuck.
Michael, what's up?
Honestly, I don't know. Honestly, I
Bro,
don't.
how the fuck do you not know?
I actually don't know.
Fuck.
You live up there.
Because he's
Well, that
fucking
means
fighting
he's
Quebec
not.
City.
Hang on.
He fights in
No, no.
Quebec
Bro,
City.
yo, this,
I don't.
yo,
no,
this
listen,
motherfucker's not from Canada, dog. He's not from fucking Canada.
I
No,
know
no,
that.
Jules.
He-
This means when Billy can't sell shit because Michael doesn't
This
know he lives in
motherfucker's
Canada.
from
No, but
Connecticut.
listen,
This motherfucker's
it's
from
because he
Connecticut.
fights in. I imagine. I mean, I know Arto is able to sell over there, which
My dude,
surprised me
Canada
because-
is this big, bro. How the fuck do you not know? Most of Canada is
Michael-
unoccupied. You know that, right?
Michael lives in Niagara Falls.
Yeah.
Bro, Michael lives in upstate New York, bro. I
Yeah,
just
he's
figured
a buff. You can tell he's a Buffalo motherfucker,
He lives
bro.
in Quebec
Buffaloian.
City, and
He
like,
where
I don't
glaciers
know,
are
like,
neighboring.
That shit's
For real.
4. Well, no, I think that shit's like 6 hours away from me, bro. He lives.
No,
the
no, no,
fights.
no. I'll tell you the truth. It's not that he's a big ticket seller. Like, it's not that. Like, he's a modest ticket seller. You could say that he's more of a ticket seller in Canada than Pacheco is here in America. You could say that. You know, he does well at the Videotron, which is where they've done, I think, 2 or 3 of his fights. Does decent, but not to the point, because what he did was stupid. If you would have fought Sajo, you would have went on the IBF route, and you know that they not scared to strip nobody. They not scared to strip nobody, bro. They
Have the
stripped Tyson
Mexicans gotten
Fury.
behind Pacheco yet? Because I don't really see them talk about him.
Yo, if I'm being honest, there's still tickets available for the Bam Pacheco fight at Frisco.
Damn.
I'm
And even
wait-
Bam too.
I'm
Honestly, I
waiting.
think Bam's fucking up because he's not fighting as much as he should be fighting.
I'm waiting till that day, bro. If I go,
Yo,
I'm gonna
did you
go for
guys
like
see-
$50.
Did you guys see that Robert Garcia said Bam has one more fight after this one and he's moving up to 118?
Yeah, but he said, I'm not mad at that, because he said they want Fernando. They're not gonna bother with Garcia, with Willabaldo, and I don't want them to. Like, nah, come on. If it gotta
Wait.
be one of them guys, let it be Fernando, because that's the one I want.
118?
118, bro.
Really? He's not gonna undisputed. He can undispute this division.
The shit is that you could see that Bam's getting, it's starting
And
to get
he's
tight.
fat. He's fat.
Yeah, like
gets
you see him
fat in
between
camp.
fights, and you like, yeah, it's
He's a
not
skinny
going.
fat dude.
But as long as it's Fernando, like, nobody's gonna be mad if he doesn't fight Willabaldo Garcia. It's Fernando Martinez. Like, yo, dog, that dude beat Jerwin on the road. He beat Ioka on the road. You need to go see that guy.
You need to go
If
see that dude.
You need
before
to go
go
see
up.
that dude, bro. Like, that's
You
the
need
one you
that.
need to have. The other one, Willabaldo, that shit ain't about nothing, bro. Like, you got an email title. Like, yeah, it would be nice if he could wrap it all up. But if you gotta choose one, I like what Robert said. Like, yeah, you gotta be Fernando. Out of them two, it gotta be Fernando. I ain't mad at that.
I get Bam talking, and I'm like, I get being excited for an eventual Inoue fight, but it also comes across a certain way. It's like, bro, you moved down to weight division. Keep Inoue's name out your mouth. Like, I don't need that shit.
That and don't talk about 118, and then don't talk about Junto. You see what I mean?
Yes.
You
I don't think he'd go up. I don't think he'd go up and not fight Junto.
Cause I know what the fuck you thinking. You thinking I'm gonna go up there and fight Yoshiki Takai. That's what the fuck you thinking. You ain't thinking, yeah, I'm about to take them 2 belts off of Junto. Cause y'all ain't say that. Y'all thinking, yo, Junto probably about to move up. Junto probably gonna move up. When he move up, he gonna drop them 2 belts, and I'm gonna pick them up. That's what they thinking.
Yeah, you're right. If you're gonna move to 118, and you're not talking about Junto, yeah, that's looks because everyone knows that Junto wants to move up 2 weight classes and hope so to try to cash Inoue and all that shit.
Tú no
But
ves que
speaking-
as soon as Junto started talking about
Yeah.
this is why Drew on his neck though. Like, yeah, you gotta admit that shit look crazy. Soon as Junto said,
hell yeah.
soon as Junto said, yo, I want to go to Feather to fight Espinoza, Oh, we only got one fight at Superfly, and we out. Yeah, I mean, like,
Yes, that looks
y'all look-
mighty suspicious, bro.
y'all looking
But
crazy
speaking of
out
Junto,
here.
But he's getting the W.
hang on. Speaking of Junto, do you all hear that Roman Cardenas is going back to Japan, and there's rumors abound that he's going to be Junto's first fight at 122.
Yo,
what the fuck is wrong with Cardenas?
Don't fucking play with
Cardenas?
me. Don't fucking play with
Yeah.
me.
Oh,
I
shit.
need
Cardenas
that. Bro, I need that. The one
That's
I
a good
wanted.
fight.
The one I wanted was Junto versus Neri. That's the one I wanted. Like at 122, like, yo, that should be your first fight. This, I'll take it. Yeah, I'll take that shit. I will take that shit. Yo, fuck 118, Junto. Nobody even know them dudes, bro. Yoshiki Takai. Who the fuck?
Roman Cardenas.
Fuck that dude, bro.
As long as Junto says he's gonna fight him, I believe it. Then it's gonna get done.
Well,
There's only one fight.
Neri and Cardenas could be a good
Hey,
fight
Jules,
because if I don't know if you guys remember, but Chivas Rodriguez, he just fought this weekend and a couple of days ago, and he was, I think he only Latino guy that gave trouble to Nakatani. Have you guys seen that fight?
No, I didn't see that fight. Fight.
For at least,
Yeah, I mean the guy is tough. He's the one that beat your fight yesterday.
You're
Oh,
talking
ese
about
tipo. Ese tipo. Ese
Oh
tipo.
man,
Okay,
yo,
okay,
your
okay.
fight got his ass beat.
you call it
Yeah.
Sean?
Yeah, but I'm
Something
not
like-
so. Yeah, but I'm gonna be real. I never thought Yafai was gonna do nothing. That's why I was so surprised when he beat Sonny, because I'm like, yo, Yafai don't show me nothing. And I think now looking back, that's the only time you really look like that. I think it's because you fought Sonny and Sonny wanted to retire.
Man, is there a more one-sided rivalry than British Chins versus Mexican Fists? Because this shit's getting
Dead ass, yo. I'll be getting fucked up.
Man, bro, they be getting fucked
Hey,
up.
shout out to Eddie, man.
They do be
Yeah,
getting
yeah. I
fucked
got
up,
another
though,
one: Argentinian fists versus British chins.
Sometimes they win, sometimes they lose. The Argentines. Sometimes they win, sometimes they lose. But don't send no Mexicans over there. They don't know what to do, dog. It's like
Hey, yo,
it's
for
like an
real.
invasive. It's like an invasive species in an ecosystem. Like Mexicans, like, oh shit, everything get go crazy. Like, go crazy, yo.
Yo, fucking
but
Canelo out there collecting British chins and eyes. You got Ramla Ali, she got chalked and shit like a crime scene.
She got chalk line, bro.
Ooh, yes, she did.
Who flatlined Lee Wood again?
Mauricio Lara.
But in fairness, he got his get back. Though. He did get his get back.
He did.
Yeah,
he got his
get back, but
he had to get back. You know, you had to get back because he knocked your ass out. So
he flatlined Josh Warrington. That's who he fucking. Oh my goodness.
And then don't forget about Venado beating the shit out of Warrington.
Who's breathing straight into the mic?
Yes, somebody put their penis on the mic. The fuck. Somebody rubbing their nuts on the mic, dog.
Yeah, man.
They dragging their nuts on the mic.
Stupid way.
You could hear
Late
each
night cock
individual.
talks, bro.
You can hear each individual hair rubbing on the shit, dog.
Oh god.
Damn.
Lee Wood reminds me to what happened to Sasaki. That I understand that people get shocked by the punch that knocks someone out, but look, I don't care if it's a fucking mat. You cannot get hit in the back of the head like that against the mat and hope to be okay. That goes for Lee Wood.
I mean, he should retire. Jin should retire.
No, he lost a month and a half. Like he woke up as like he didn't know what the hell happened. He didn't remember anything for the last month. So,
bro, that's
retire,
fucking country breathing heavy, bro. He thinking about the diarrhea he had yesterday.
It ain't me. It ain't me. I can tell you that.
The diarrhea he had yesterday. What the fuck?
First, Joel said somebody's dragging their nuts across the microphone. Now it's country breathing hard.
Somebody doing something going on, dog. Something is happening.
Somebody beating their Schmied on live.
Jin don't beat nobody good at welterweight. He don't. He won't. Especially not after a knockout like that. especially not after a knockout like that. He should just
Is that
retire
Michael
now.
sleeping
He's
there?
not.
I've literally been talking. What the fuck?
Bro, that's fucking Michael, bro.
How is that me?
Bro, Michael.
My mic
That's
on? Do you
fuck-
not hear me?
I can hear you. I was
Oh,
just,
good.
I was trolling you.
The fact that you lose, what, 6 weeks of memory or some shit
that-
like that. Like,
Yo, he's like Jason Bourne, bro. Forgot everything, bro.
Somebody
Oh,
fell asleep.
yo.
But guys,
They had, yo, listen. The latest shit said they had to teach him how to jerk off. He forgot.
God.
No, but seriously, can you imagine? Can you imagine this team fucking waking up, being like, "Hey guys, I want to fight Brian Norman for the title." Like,
Yo, imagine if he said that. You know what we should fight, guys? Brian Norman.
I had a dream I was in the ring with Brian Norman.
I had this crazy dream, guys.
Oh my god.
Yo. Like and they just going along like, yeah, we should, bro. We should eat your soup. We should. We will, bro. Eat your soup.
you totally beat his ass. You totally beat his ass.
We'll start training soon. Let's do physical therapy.
Do your cardio, bro.
We
You
need,
know what
we
I'm saying?
need
Do
the
your cardio.
physical therapy, you know.
Touch your nose.
Imagine him doing his rocky
Squeeze my
shit, like
fingers.
running in the streets. I'm gonna beat Brian Norman. And all of a sudden, you're just going.
He gonna bump into one fucking fight poster and have a nervous breakdown, bro. Like
He gonna start having flashbacks and shit.
Like when Raven could see the future and shit.
No, but
so Jin, you know what I'm saying?
no, but
Hey,
Jin,
somebody
it's
gonna
so good with-
flicker the lights and he's gonna get flashbacks and getting knocked the fuck out.
Real
No, Jin,
dog.
Jin, it's all good. We're gonna start the camp soon enough, but first, try to order this card in the correct order, like from start to finish. And
Try
then-
to put
and
the
then we-
shape. Try to put the squares in the right shape. You know what I'm saying? And he gonna have a big ass thing of applesauce right there. Like, yeah, we'll get Brian, bro. Don't
The
worry.
square hole. That's right,
You know
the
what I'm
square hole.
Hey,
This-
speaking of Brian Norman, what's next for Boots, bro? That's the real question.
Oh, I mean, yo dije lo que yo. No, I'll be real. That we know what's not available to him. We know that Bakram is not. Bakram is about to fight Josh Kelly. Virgil is recovering from a hand injury. So
He's always has an injury.
whatever, bro. Like you're not wrong, but it's like, okay, let's move. What we moving to? Jesus Ramos. He don't got nothing going on. He don't
No,
got
he's on the
nothing going.
PBC side, bro. That's not
So, so is David Morell, bro. And look at where he fighting next. Puello is PBC, but look at where he fighting next. Jesus Ramos
you
is
mean
a good.
like, Turkey's gonna pick it up.
That's what I'm saying. Jesus Ramos is a good fight for. He might beat your ass. He might.
Yeah.
Well, what about Lubin?
I don't fucking care about no fucking Lubin.
He's at
Yeah, I was
54.
gonna say because you know.
I mean, you see
Lubin
Boots
is now
hurting.
mandatory for Bakram.
Do you even see Boots hurting Ramos though? At all? Like just
That's why I want to see it, Don. I don't know if he can. Jesus is
that's
not
right, because this is a big fucking head too.
Right now,
he has a big fucking head.
And the shit is, it's the right fight because Jesus got the style that Boots usually look good with. He do got this, like, yeah, aggressive guys. Boots eat them guys up, but it's not no low ass man. This ain't one of them low ass 147s now. Might
He's a
get in
big
your
dude.
shit. I want that.
And he's got a big mug too, so I don't know.
And we also don't know if Boots is gonna carry up his power.
And
I
if
think
they
he will.
can't, yo, I said it in the other live. If for any reason they can't get Jesus, okay, I'll take Brian Mendoza. Why? Bro,
That's a good one.
Sergey beat the shit out that dude, but he couldn't knock him out. Tim beat the shit out that dude, but he couldn't knock him out.
oh,
Boots,
Bochuk moved up.
yeah.
I forgot.
Yeah, technically,
I was
he
gonna
missed,
say
he
Bochuk.
missed weight. He missed weight, but I don't know if he moved up. He might move up because he missed weight.
But he
But I
did
don't
miss weight for a bullshit ass fight he didn't care about. So I don't.
Yeah. What fight was that he
It
had?
was like
Who was
it
he?
was on some card. I don't even know where. I think it was trying to stay
Lantis
active.
Fox.
Yeah, come on now.
I
Yeah,
think he was just
Lantis
trying to stay
Fox.
active. That's all it was.
You can't be fighting Jamie Foxx, bro. Come on, that dude is old.
But I think Bochuk would be down to fight Boots. That'd be crazy.
No, I think that's a great fight, but I also would prefer that Sergey go to 160 and liven that bitch up. I would prefer that. I would prefer that he go the WBA route and corner a fight with Lara. I'm gonna keep advocating for that. That liven 160 up a guy like Sergey, and then maybe we get. Now I ain't gonna front. If it ever came down to Sergey and Yanni Beck, I would have Yanni Beck. I would have
Really?
Yanni, like, yeah.
You know, he's been
Yeah.
struggling to make the weight for a minute.
He'll be not really. He didn't struggle to make it for the last 2 fights that he had. He didn't struggle. It was just that one time he passed out for Mikhailovic. But when he had to go to Australia, he was cool.
That one time that he almost died.
Yeah,
But,
except
but
for
after
that.
that, it was good.
Yeah.
It was okay
Like,
after that. It was
literally.
fun.
Like
It was
literally.
okay. It's okay, bro. Like he's gonna be okay. You know, and it's like, yo, he's fucked. Cause you got 2 belts. Nobody fucking cares. But check it out.
I know.
If you move to 68, nobody really fucking cares, bro. Everybody's like, who is this guy? Who are you?
Maybe
Golovkin cousin? Yeah, I don't know, bro. Get out of here.
Maybe that's why he's sticking at 160 and doing everything he can because, like,
I mean, at least there he's a unified champion. You go to 68, you're just a guy.
Yeah.
Just a guy. And
The
it's a lot of
division
guys up
holding
there.
up.
Just
He has
Good
the
leg,
WBO, right?
Good leg, Golovkin.
Does he have a
he got the
WBO?
BO. He got the
Okay, so
BO and the
you can get
BF.
the mandatory status really quickly. Then,
Yeah,
I 168.
And that would line him up for Pacheco. If you're talking about the BO, then who he would end
Uh-huh.
up fighting is Pacheco, which is a good fight. It's a good fight.
Hey, speaking of 68, the more the time passes, the more I want Berlanga to knock out what's his fucking name?
Shiraz?
Shiraz,
Wow, what you
bro.
do?
I want Berlanga to knock
Bro,
that fuck out, bro.
Shiraz supposedly wasn't Shiraz the one that complained about the 18 by 18 like a little bitch.
How do we know that?
Was that him?
That's what. Because
No, that was
that's
Berlanga.
that's Turkey's boy.
No, that was Berlanga. I heard
That was
complain,
Berlanga?
bro.
Yeah.
It was Berlanga that complained.
Berlanga
about
and
that.
Pollo complained.
I heard on the
Yeah.
Boxing Boys that it was. Well, you know what? That was the
No.
Boxing Boys. Never mind.
yeah, I was gonna say, brother.
Yeah, never mind. Never mind.
He said, "Well, that was the boxing boy."
And think about it. Think about. I said no. Yo lo dije. I said it in the last live that why would Edgar complain about that unless you plan on doing what you did with Canelo? And it's like, well, yeah, that makes sense. Like you need a bigger ring for all that moving and running and shit you trying to do. So why? I don't think it would be Shiraz that was complaining about that. I think it would be Edgar, if anything. So that's not a bad thing.
No
though. Like,
matter
I'm
for Shiraz. Shiraz long as fuck.
I'm surprised it wasn't Shakur, bro.
I'm surprised it wasn't Shakur. That's why
I
I'm
think
picking him.
I think I'm settled on Shiraz by knockout. I'm settled.
You
on
got
that.
Leo, you settled on that?
Yeah.
Ignacio, you settled?
I've been picking Hamza for a while.
Yeah,
So,
I like to
Yeah.
check back. Ignacio, you settled on that?
Yeah, I said that when you asked me about the fight, like maybe about a month or so ago. I picked Hamza to knock his ass out.
Don, you agree with them?
I don't know about knockout, but I don't know, man, because I after the last performance, I don't know. Not with Hamza, I'm not sure.
Jason.
I also don't know about knockout, but Hamza's definitely gonna win. Berlanga ain't shit.
Berlanga ain't shit, though.
Berlanga Mofongo punch.
He has a glass chin, bro.
Wait, who has a glass chin?
Berlanga.
But he only got a flash knockdown. I mean,
You got up.
You see it.
that was it. It was a flash knockdown. He wasn't really.
He's been
rattling.
not. In fairness, Don, he has been down more times than Shiraz.
Okay,
Yeah.
let's say this. Let's say this.
Oh,
Let's
but also
say-
Shiraz
let's say
is a bad
I will trust Berlanga's chin more than Shiraz because I don't think Shiraz believes in himself enough to take punishment. I think he'll just back off if he feels
Yeah, but
something. going down.
Cosaris, bro. Cosaris dropped Berlanga, bro.
I
Don't be dropping people, bro. You don't.
Honestly, you know what's more
Don't be dropping
competitive?
people, bro.
I don't even know how Berlanga would do against Ammo Williams.
Exactly. That was what I was going to say. Shiraz when he got cracked by Amon Williams, he's not really a puncher, and he looked really bad at that moment.
No, yeah, he did wobbling.
Ammo wobble. No. See, look, here's what it is. Here's what it really is. They both got shitty chins. They both do. They both do. But
which one will fight through it and bring the fight to you? Which one will just back away and not want to engage?
Yo, man.
That's hard. See, you can't. You gotta like. You can't go with it.
Look, could he hurt Shiraz? Could he hurt Shiraz? Yes, but remember, we seen Edgar get dropped by a fucking gatekeeper, bro.
Get that. I saw him get outboxed by a fucking Steve Rolls. Like, what are we doing here?
Damn.
This is rough, dude. You know what? All we can say, it's gonna be a good match. It's gonna be a good fight.
Who's
Don Berlanga had to bite Romero and Gulo.
that motherfucker has Andy Lee in his corner.
Wait a minute. Andy's boys is doing good, bro.
Yeah,
they doing good. So
fucking Joseph Parker. Shit.
I'm trying to tell you, bro.
Didn't Shiraz get dropped by a guy Bradley Skeet?
Skeet?
Yeah.
Skeet.
His name is really Skeet?
I don't know.
Skeet, motherfucker.
Yo, that shit must mean something else in the UK, man.
I guess.
He couldn't have been around here. Bradley, Skeet. I don't know. Did he get dropped by Skeet?
Maybe. Someone in the chat saying so. Must be true.
I don't know, man. Bradley is a gatekeeper after all. He is.
Something I don't really like about Shiraz is that he has some issues when it comes to fighting in the pocket, right? The head movement is a real big trouble for him. And I'm not saying that Berlanga has waist movement or head movement, but
I think when for a guy like Hamza, who's so fucking tall for all these weights, right? Head movement is like, yo, look, he's never gonna be Pernell. So the main thing for him is, yo, keep your hands at home, bro. That's the best you could do in the pocket. Keep your hands at home. Keep a tight guard, because it's awkward for you when guys get close to you, because your arms are so long and you so fucking tall. You need room. The smartest thing for you to do, keep your hands at home, bro. That's the smartest thing to do, because you ain't gonna be out here doing, fighting on a swivel and all that. It ain't gonna. If anything, you'll probably get knocked out trying to do that shit. Just keep your hands at home and you'll be alright.
Yeah, he's got to fight like Arthur Abraham used to fight, just with a high guard.
Yeah, that might be the only thing that helps him. But I don't think I'm gonna go with Hamza, because it's just, look, Edgar's trash, bro. Like, I know Hamza's vulnerable, but Edgar's trash. Like, he's like for real bad.
Yeah,
okay,
Skeet's a UK fighter. That's why we don't know him.
Skeet. No, I know who Bradley Skeet is. He trains Scott Nicholson now. I know who he is.
Okay.
He retired. He retired not that long ago. He retired.
Yeah, Shiraz fought him back in the month of December, but I don't know if it was a year or 2 years ago.
No, that was a long time ago. That was a while ago. That was not recent, because Bradley retired. Bradley's been retired for at least 2 years now, at least.
Okay.
Jules, who's a bigger dumpster fire, Rolly or Berlanga?
Rolly. But Rolly's luckier. But
Rolly has redeemable qualities, whereas Berlanga doesn't.
Yeah, that's true.
Bro, if Rolly keep winning fights and belts, you have to put him on the pound for pound. He keep doing this shit, bro.
If Rolly keeps winning fights, dude.
I'm saying, bro, like, he out here, bro. He out here, bro.
If he keeps winning, if he keeps winning, I'm gonna be like Country. I'm gonna be like Country said. I'm gonna put respect on Rolo's name.
Yeah, man.
I told y'all, he the Rain Man of boxing, bro. 254.05.
Nah, Jules, do you know who he is?
Hey, Rolly, you gonna have a title fight? Yeah.
Nah, I already
told
you. Yo, he radio Country. You like boxing, Country? You like boxing, Rolo? I ain't boxing. I boxed him pancake.
No.
Pancake. You know what I'm
Nah,
saying?
Jules, you know who Rolly is? Rolly's Damon Wayans is handicap man from In Living Color.
Damn, bro. The shit is, he did win a fight that the odds makers thought he was gonna lose. Who the fuck thought that Rolly was not just gonna beat, but outbox Ryan
He was
Garcia?
outboxing Tank until he got knocked out, dude.
Yeah, he was. That's true.
He was outboxing him. Okay. What if Rolly unifies one?
Bro. If Rolly unifies, I'm gonna forget everything I know about boxing.
That
would be great. Yo, cancel boxing. If Rolly unifies, cancel boxing, bro. Start over. Stop boxing for me. Start over, bro. Something is broken. Something wrong.
I want to forget everything I know about boxing. Jules, like, what the fuck do I know? Rolly's unifying.
Yo, somebody asked that the other day. What if Rolly goes undisputed?
If he does that,
What if Rolly just comes to a fucking press conference? Is like, I've been holding back this whole time.
Well, hey man, if he does that and then they make a millennial on top of it,
no.
You gonna get a Ring magazine? You gonna get the Ring magazine?
Jules, I was gonna say, man, one thing that I could give Berlanga is that he caught Canelo slipping. That when he was walking away, I think that had it been another fighter, he might have. Could have fucking, like knocked him down. I don't know if you guys remember in the fight.
I'll put it to you this way. One of the main indictments against Edgar's boxing is you was in there with Romer. Romer is not a guy that you got to chase around the ring. He comes to you. So if you really were a puncher, this is why I said this earlier, that I don't really know if Edgar's a puncher, because if you were a puncher, you would have been able to deal with Romer. He couldn't do nothing with Romer and Gulo. He fucking bit him, bro. He just kept holding him the whole fight. So I don't really know that Edgar got power like that. I'm just saying, who the fuck you knocked out that you supposed to be a power guy? Who? Random inmate from fucking Florida. That's who he knocked out. Like, who are you knocking out, fam?
Yeah, that was a rare moment though. Like for Canelo to like turn his back like that. I don't know if that shit was like a, to make the fight more interesting, but
is Rolly on your pound for pound list?
You didn't take advantage.
But is Rolly on your pound for pound list?
Yeah, he's on mine.
3 times.
Yeah, 3-time champion, bro.
Big Rolo.
Yeah, getting bitches out here, bro.
What if Rolly took off his mask and he was really Edgar Berlanga?
Shut the fuck up.
Would you be surprised? Would you be surprised?
It's like the new Liam Neeson movie where it's the little girl taking the mask off and there's Liam Neeson. It's like,
that shit is weird. I thought I'd never see him do a comedy movie. That shit is crazy.
He got comedy, didn't he?
Yeah, but you know what? I'm gonna be real. I seen that they doing that. Naked Gun speaks to a different time, bro. Like, you can't do what Leslie Nielsen did, bro. It's a different time. That kind of comedy don't hit the same that as it used, because that's what he's Frank Drevin's son is what they doing in the movie. That's Naked Gun. It's like, this not gonna work, bro. This
Leslie Nielsen, that's the dude with all the white hair, right?
Yeah.
That dude's funny, bro. Like on Scary Movie when he runs over those dudes, like, oh, send flowers to their bitches and hoes.
Okay,
no, Leslie is funny, but
wait a minute. I think you're wrong about this one, Julius, because what you were seeing on Naked Gun is mostly what inspired all this part of the films, like from Scary Movie and so on. All these movies trying to cater to that same kind of humor. So, if you ask me, if you will laugh about those kind of movies right now, if you made another, yeah, but in order to make that kind of movie right now, you have to be unapologetic. And for a director and producers to be bold like that, because do you remember those scary movie fights?
But you remember that them shits got corny after the third one. No, really after the second one, I'm gonna say, like, them shits got corny fast,
Leo,
bro.
Those type of movies Those type of movies, you need guys who are really quick witted and they know how to write like really good fucking jokes. And if you don't have
Well,
that, those movies fall flat. So we'll
well,
see
yeah,
how this one goes. But
Remember, Leo, that they did a parody of not just the scary movies. They also did one for 300, and they also did one
yeah,
for Twilight. Them shits was not successful, bro. Because it's like, yo, we get the gag. It's just played. It's
Okay,
played. It
but
was funny the first
yeah.
time, but now the shit is
there were
played.
there
Like
were
epic,
ones
epic,
that were
epic movie,
bad.
date movie.
Yup, date movie.
Uh,
Yeah, you're right. You're
yeah.
right. Epic.
The day movie was
Meet the
good.
Spartans. Meet. Yeah.
Yo, speaking of dates, I went to the movies, bro, last night. It took me 17 minutes exactly to get the fuck up and leave from fucking 28 years later. That shit is
Really, it was
garbage.
trash.
I was telling this girl, yo, what's the first one? 21 days or the
28
first
days.
28
28
28
I
days.
days.
told her it's a good movie. Like we should watch it. Bro, 17 minutes. I got the fuck up and
Why,
left.
bro? But what
That
was so
shit,
bad about it?
the opening scene. Well, I don't want to spoil it for nobody
No,
for that's
spoil
gonna
that
watch it.
shit, bro. Spoil
Bro,
it.
okay.
Spoil it. I don't.
Okay.
I don't want. I don't
No,
care.
yeah, we give you full
You
permission,
know how
bro. Fuck
you
those
know how
people.
Don King puts these like low budget fights on?
Yeah.
That's how it looked, bro. Like the script was ass, the opening scene was ass. The quality, I heard they shot it on an iPhone, which I don't care, but it was ass.
Did it just come out?
17 minutes, bro.
Did it just come out like this weekend?
I think so.
Yeah.
But and I have
You should.
my
Yeah.
hopes high because the first movie's good.
But I
But
thought it was
this
getting
one,
good reviews. Is it my imagination or was it not getting good reviews?
if you look at the Rotten Tomatoes, it's like a 98%.
That's
If you
just
go to
bias.
Yeah, if you go to TikTok and you see the people, they'll be like, man, everybody's like, what the fuck is going on? Like that shit is trash.
Damn,
Yeah,
I
Jules,
was looking
I went to go
forward
see
to this
it. It's
shit.
not. I went to go see it
It's
myself. It's not as good as the other ones. It's not.
is it decent, Ignacio? Is it decent at least?
It's okay, but the story legit makes no sense. That's the
Okay.
problem with it.
Oh,
Like,
see,
I'm
okay. See, he
reading on
gave it
Reddit.
away. He gave it away. You
I'm
know how he
reading on
gave it away?
Reddit. He-
If you ever hear somebody say it's okay, like when they're trying to set you up with their ugly friend, she's okay. You know what I'm saying? I know she has
She's
Tourette's,
chunky.
but she's okay. Like, it's trash. In other words, Ignacio, it's trash.
Yeah, I'm reading
So-
on Reddit that people don't know how they feel about it. Like,
Basura.
What,
Yeah.
what,
That,
if
sometimes
they,
you need
Yeah,
a second
it's-
viewing.
it-
You need a second viewing sometimes.
Guys, thank you so
nah,
much.
bro,
guys.
you don't need a second viewing for this one.
It's like watching a hating fight and you gotta like break down what he's doing. Like nah,
Yeah.
I'm out, bro. I'm out.
bro,
No,
Yo-
it's like doing. It's trying to break down a Rolly fight.
Guys, by the
You
way,
should at least end
you don't compare it. Nah. Rolly is class, bro. Chill out. No, we ain't gonna go for no Rolly
He said,
slander.
"Watch your mouth."
You know what I'm saying? But
Big
but,
Rolo,
Big Rolo.
bro. And
if-
then the fucking the graphics, bro. It's like come on, bro. Like that shit was it was just cheap. It was cheap, bro. 17 minutes. I got the fuck out of there.
That's
You should at least
crazy.
end the
You know,
popcorn trade at least.
somebody said it was. I was going into it expecting a genuine, awesome zombie movie,
Exactly.
and it didn't knock my socks off,
What?
but it was okay.
What movie was this?
28
28
years.
years later.
Yeah,
Wow.
Do not
But you know
watch
what's
it, bro.
crazy?
Yeah,
You know
like
what's
the story.
Wait. You know what's crazy? The second one was actually good though, with the little brother and the daughter. The second one was good. 28 weeks later.
Yeah, yeah. The first two were good. Yeah, but this one was whack. Joe was like, the
Is it-
story.
is it
The
the
story
same
literally
director?
was on. It did not make sense. Yeah, it is. It's Danny Boyle. Danny Boyle directed it, and then they got Alex Garland to write the script. So it should have been good, but it wasn't.
Wow. I'm disappointed. I was looking forward to that
Don't
shit.
don't don't waste
Yeah.
don't waste the money, bro.
In
Don't
the
waste
chat,
the
they're
money.
saying the first and second one were way better.
I'm disappointed.
And then they
I
got
get-
these
Usually-
these fucking human zombies that look like pigs, and it's stupid, bro. It's
What?
basura. Yeah, it's these zombies, but they're like on the floor, and they're zombies, but they're like eating like the leftovers, and they're killing them. It's fucking stupid, bro. Don't watch it, bro.
Oh,
Yeah,
I'm
I'm not
not.
watching
They
that shit.
they even have super steroided zombies. That's how crazy
Oh,
this fucking movie is.
The
oh, for
zombies are on
God.
pads.
Look,
That's all I could tell you just
Yep.
from 17 minutes, bro. The
I'm not
fact
watching that shit,
I wish I would have wasted my money on this punk ass Jake Paul fight than that movie, bro.
Wow, that says
It's
something
trash.
right there.
I believe it though. I believe it. I believe it. I believe it. Motherfucker ain't gonna say that for no reason. If the shit trash, the shit trash. It was weird that they decided to do it after all these fucking years. I was like, well, shit. I like the first two, so
Well,
third
they
one
want to
should be
cash
okay.
in. They want to
I
cash
was
in on all this zombie shit too, with like
I was
the
I,
Last
I,
of Us and all
I
that.
was telling the girl I was with, I was explaining number one, and I was telling her it was like COVID, like shit's coming out of nowhere. They don't know what's going on. This dude wakes up in the hospital, fucking he got slept by Brian Norman Jr. Motherfucker,
Oh
you don't know what
yeah,
he's at.
you don't know what's going on, bro.
But
He was in the he was in the film. Sasaki was in the film.
in Sazaki's ass.
That's
Usually, when the
crazy,
first
bro.
and second film are really good, the third film can never live up to it.
Well, look, fellas. On that note, I'm gonna fucking go to sleep, and I'll see y'all on the next one. And
All
I'm not
right,
watching
fellas.
that shit.
All right,
Night,
guys.
Joe.
Good night, you old bastard.
Peace.
Good night, fellas.
Night, Joe.